Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Ravioba. Apologies, I am not in my regular studio, so that's why the background is looking different. I don't know whether that's a good thing, but here we go. Today's topic is how to be a parent to your teenage girl child. I did make a video on my last episode about how to be a good parent or how to parent your teenage kids well, how to develop the right skills and what you actually need to be an actual good parent that will enhance good relationship with your teenage kids. But today we are specializing on female child, on your female teenage child or children if you have more than one, because girl problem is different from a boy's problem, if you know what I mean. Before we dive into today's topic, my name is Ravi. I am a nurse, a philanthropist, a businesswoman, a mother, wife, and a storyteller. I wear so many hats, just like many of you, but this is where I bring them all together. In this space, we explore real life issues that shape our everyday lives, from family to health to business, community, and human experiences in between. Sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's practical, but one thing for sure is it's always honest. If you have not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now. Let's now dive into today's topic. How to be, or how can you be better at parenting your female girl child? It's mainly to understand what are the issues at that age, what do they deal with. So we're going to touch about 5 areas that are very, very important in teenage girls' lives. First is conflict and mood swings. Once girls get to that teenage age, their hormones are everywhere. Some are worse than others, some are better than others. But you just need to understand that they struggle to deal with conflicts, and also they struggle with their mood. Sometimes they wake up in a bad mood and they don't even know why. Why is that happening to them? You as a parent, understanding that and not making the thing worse is very, very imperative. You can't wake up in the morning, they are already in that mood swing, they're not happy, they can't even tell why are they not happy. And you as a parent, the least thing that you want to do is to come and add your own on top of it and add to their frustration. At the end of the day, the house will be like a hell, and you don't want that. You need to understand that their body is changing, and a lot of things also contribute to it. Stress, lack of sleep, and even dealing with conflicts in school. This is the time they have issues. They have so many problems. It's always good to be having regular conversation with them, asking them, how do you feel? Is there something bothering you? That way, if they're bottling up something, they will be open to tell you what is happening. And as a parent, you always have to learn how to be calm and how to be kind, listening to them and try and understand things from their point of view. Another thing is school stress and academic pressure. Yes, schools come with so many stress. That's why some of them, or a lot of them, will hate school. And you begin to wonder, why? At your age, I loved school, I was going to school. Their time is different. Because they don't know how to manage the stress, academic pressure will start building and building and building. They don't know how to manage their time. They don't know how to organize their timetable to study and all that. And before you know it, they feel like they are sinking. And this is the reason why they wake up all of a sudden, or gradually they start hating school to that extent where they don't want to go to school. You don't want it to get to that situation. And as a parent, what you're supposed to do will be asking them, how do you feel about school? What do you think about your class right now? How are your lessons going on? How are you? How about your teachers? Just ask. Sometimes they like one subject and sometimes they hate another subject because of the teacher. It's important you know all the issues that are surrounding academic and school pressure and everything, so that you can help, and even if it's to give little advice on how to deal with the subject that's your least favorite, just get through it, and this and that, one thing or another will be of great help, rather than not just knowing at all what's going on. The third thing is friendship and peer pressure. They have a lot of issue at this stage making friends and maintaining friendship. A lot of the time you see them from one friendship group to another friendship group, and sometimes peer pressure, they're thinking that who is popular girls or your child is not in the popular group. So asking all those regular questions, trying to know who their friends are, will be giving you that kind of an idea about what is happening in school, and are they in the ones that are bullying or the ones that are being bullied. Asking the right questions will help you understand that. And also talking to them about when to walk away from pressure, and also when and how to say no. Some of the kids don't know how to say no, so their friends keep putting pressure on them, and they feel like they have to say yes, they have to suck up to all those bullies in school. Having this conversation regularly will help them manage and deal with issues. And if they cannot handle the issues, you as a parent, because you've opened that channel of communication with them, they can always come back to you to tell you what's going on. And you have the wisdom, so your advice will always be valuable. The fourth one is dating and relationship. Whether you like it or not at this time, if they're not dating, they're already having people that they are having crush on, or someone that they have crush on. It's important also to know the kind of person that they like, or a guy, and let them be free to tell you about what's happening in school. Are they seeing someone? Are they dating someone? Or are they talking to someone? Because at this stage, I think they like to say a lot of like, we're talking, in talking stage. So there's nothing greater than your child being able to come to you for advice when it comes to everything. Don't assume that, oh, he's not supposed to have boyfriend, she's not supposed to have boyfriend. You're deceiving yourself. Whether they tell you or not, they are dating, or they are talking to someone, or they are crossing on someone. So it's better to just have that conversation. That way you'll be able to advise them what a healthy relationship is supposed to look like. Because if you don't talk about it, how will they know something is healthy? How will they know that this person they are even dating is a toxic person? How will they know? If not, they'll go and learn it on the internet. So you rather have that conversation with them and let them understand what a healthy relationship is all about. The fifth one is self-esteem and body image. When they get to that age, this teenage age, even as early as 13, they are already beginning to start worrying about their body size, how they are looking, because of what the media has taught all of us, that you have to look a specific way. If they are slightly overweight, they might be bullied in school, which is going to affect their self-esteem. It's also important to ask them, what do you like about yourself? Just without even talking about appearance, what do you like about yourself? It could be some qualities that they just think they have, that they love about themselves, how to manage friendship, how to do this one thing or another. That way it also open a big room for further conversations. And you can also ask them if they're talking about that they don't like certain part of their body, or how generally they look. As a parent, you always try and instill good body image. They need to love themselves, and anything you don't also like about yourself, you can always work on yourself. I'm not also in the support of like your child is overweight and then you're not telling them the reality or the truth, and you just say, oh, you are lovely. No. For me, I believe that as a parent, you have to be honest, at the same time be kind with your words, and also always encourage them that you can do something about something that they don't like about themselves. And also talk about social media, that social media is not real life, because I feel like social media kind of set this standard for our kids a lot, and they have a lot of people they look up to on social media. So they need to know the difference and know what is reality and what is not reality, and what they can work on and what is beyond their control. And when they have all this rich information, and they have this at the back of their mind, that they can always come to their parents to have a conversation, and they are sure of getting the best advice. Tell me what could be better than that? And you as a parent, there will be no shock. You will not be surprised, because you will know what is going on. You know the reality of life. You know that this is their era, and there's nothing you can do about it. Stop dragging your kids back to your own generation, because I think is of no good. Try and understand their generation and support them as much as possible, so that they can have an easy life, and you will also have a rest of mind. And I hope you've learned something. Thanks for being here and watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.